Hello, all humans and non-humans. My name is Lara, and this is Zollar Tarot. Thank you for being here. Today, what I'm going to do is draw an image that I received during meditation, and I'm going to read your cards to see how that ties in for you. Keep in mind that this is not a personal reading, it's a collective reading, so there are many people watching, and if you're here, it could be that there's something important in here that you need to hear. But if it doesn't resonate at all, then there are other readings, and you can also find other readers. There are many excellent ones. So let's go ahead and get started. In this particular meditation, I received a lot of downloads, but this one was what I think of as called the Thunderbird. So I saw this really magnificent mountain, right? And I'm just going to quickly sketch that out for you, and then we're going to pull some cards to see what's going on here. And above this mountain, there was this, it was this enormous bird, but it was sort of in a stylized kind of, well, normally when you see representations of the Thunderbird, it's in the indigenous tribal stylization, right? So we're going to be doing a little bit of that, because that's kind of how I saw this. It was a bird, but it was like stylized. It had its feet splayed this way. And there was a tail, a big tail, and it's beak. So, but the Thunderbird, and I don't know a whole lot about it, but this Thunderbird, you could hear the wings like thunder, right? And it was a very kind of loud, booming sound. And lightning, there was lightning coming off here. Oh, and I kid you not, the song that keeps going through my mind day after day now, and maybe it'll stop now that I'm finally drawing this for you, was the one by Imagine Dragons that talks about lightning and the thunder. And I know that song is about finding your own personal power and getting your just rewards for your hard work and your talents and things like that. And talks about having to deal with the naysayers and all that stuff. So the Thunderbird is about power, though. That's definitely about power. It's very strong. So okay, so let's see what we're gonna pull from the Lightseers deck first, and see where this is going. So. Interesting. Okay, so the Three of Swords. That's a very emotional card, as you can see. Okay. That's the Wheel of Fortune. More, please. For this collective, please. Okay. Interesting. Wow. It's almost like your emotions are like up and down and up and down, and almost it is very passionate and emotional. Here you've got like a broken heart here, right? This is what this means. Some disappointment or something that caused great pain to your heart. Like your heart's being pulled in lots of different directions. Definitely broken heart energy. Here, the Wheel of Fortune is kind of like the opposite, though. This is like being on top of the world. This is where you're lucky. You can take a gamble. It's a good luck time, feeling on top of the clouds and everything. And then it goes back down to this. This is emotional card, but this is more about being in your doldrums, or your feeling kind of depressed, or maybe unfulfilled, apathetic, maybe bored. Maybe a missed opportunity. So it's almost like whatever happened in your experience, you're going up and down. Like something bad happened, broke your heart, but you're able to pull yourself out of it sometimes, but then you go back into like depression and stuff. So let's pull some more cards and see what we can see. The Empress. The Knight of Pentacles. Excuse me. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing really well. Thank you for being here and watching this. So we'll see where it goes. And you know, the drawing won't be finished probably during this reading, but I will definitely finish it and post it. Usually I post it at the beginning and the end of the reading so you can see how it turned out. Oh, let's see. One more card for the collective, please. Yeah, okay. So the Empress is really abundant. She's all about, she embodies all four of the queens. So she has everything inside of her. She is very loving, giving, nurturing, intuitive, abundant. She is fertile and beautiful and kind, and you know, it's a really a great card, a major arcana card. And then right next to it you have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is somebody who takes their time. They're reliable. You know, they're coming in, they're reliable, and they get things done. They're planting these seeds along the way, see, on their travels, but they're taking their sweet time. They're not even on their horse. They're walking in bare feet, you know, just moving slowly. So something's coming in and it's taking its sweet time, some sort of message, or some sort of opportunity, because Pentacles are all about the material realm. So it could be some, like, something you've been waiting on, some job or inheritance, or something that's going to bring you a good material, like gift or something, perhaps. Yeah. And then the next one is the Hermit, and the Hermit is all about the going inside and contemplating things, maybe clearing up some traumas, getting clear so that you can not only be healthy in your life, but see how there's the Lantern here, and often the Hermit in the other decks, the Hermit is holding the light, although she's glowing here. So, but you act like as a beacon for others. So everything that you're doing is influencing other people. They're watching you. Yeah. Let me get some clarification then from these mini cards here, and then we'll maybe pull some oracles. We'll see. Yeah, so there were interesting features. Like I saw there was almost like a cave that went into this mountain area, and of course there were mountains behind that. Yeah. But it was, and it was like the bird was it was not even standing on this mountain, it was above it. It was like floating on this. But it was so strong. Definitely this is about power. And a lot of power comes from emotions, you know, how we channel our emotions. So something might be you might be coming into some sort of personal power because of what you went through. And sometimes we go through something so hard that if we make it through, if we come out of our heartbreak, we have good luck. But you know, there's a lot of waiting cards. So in this card here, it's the apathy, depression, but she's almost like waiting. She's not even noticing that, you know, there's this person who's handing her this cup of rainbows here. She's sort of like only paying attention to where these empty cups are. So there's almost a need to like stop focusing on this heartache and start focusing on what's good, so you can come into your Empress energy, you know, and then the goodies start coming in, maybe slowly at first, but if you wait and you take your time to rest and everything, to gather your strength and, you know, get your glow on and all that stuff, then you might find that you start paying attention to that cup with the rainbow in it. But let's get clarification on the Three of Swords, please. Three of Swords. The Emperor. Maybe you're heartbroken over an Aries or something, or an Emperor. Maybe someone whom you thought was your Emperor, because you are the Empress. Maybe someone you thought was your Emperor did something like really backstab you. We'll find out. But can I have one more clarification card on Three of Swords, please? Yeah. So you had to be an independent person here. Let's get clarification on the wheel, please. Yeah, but you're being watched. Being watched. Someone's watching you. Get your glow up. It could be this person that broke your heart. So let's see. Can we get more clarification on the Four of Cups, please? Interesting. I pulled 2 cards. Okay, we'll take them both. King of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. So I see you're being really patient about something. Even though you still feel passion, perhaps for somebody that broke your heart, and you're trying to get your passion back, and trying to be brave. It's a waiting game. Yeah, that's reinforced by this Nine of Pentacles. Can I have clarification on the Empress, please? Oof. Someone was very stabby in your back. Wow, I'm so sorry. So this is a painful ending. Which ties right into that Three of Swords. More clarification, please, on the Empress. Yeah, and you feel like the wounded warrior. But you're getting your glow up, so don't worry, it's coming. It's coming. Can I have clarification on the Knight of Pentacles, please? Yeah, someone who's coming in with a cup of love. More clarification on the Knight of Pentacles, please. Well, they sure are taking their sweet time, huh? And it could be just that you need to get yourself right for this person to come in. Yeah, there's Wheel of Fortune again. Okay. Yeah, so whoever's coming in, whomever is coming in, it's not this past person, but whomever's coming in, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. They're going to pull you back into your Wheel of Fortune. You're going to feel like you're on top of the world again. It's going to be a good luck type of thing. Yeah, can I have clarification on the Hermit, please? And so what you're doing is you're kind of like, I can see that you worry a bit, maybe that's what that is, because of, to open your heart again, to let love in again because you had a broken heart. So you're worried about being abused again. You're worried about being in an abusive relationship, maybe with somebody who was very competitive with you, who maybe you didn't have your best interest in mind, and you just want to make sure you don't get caught up in that again. Can I have more clarification on the Hermit, please? Yeah, don't worry, though. You're going to get your justice. It's not even a justice card. You're going to get recognition for the person that you've been, being the Empress. There's going to be someone who comes along who really sees your value. That's going to be nice. Yeah, more clarification, please, on the Hermit. Clarified by the Hermit. All right, so definitely a need to go inward, to go inside yourself, to clear out any last traumas, any slights, anything that you need to forgive. Forgive yourself for choosing whoever that was who hurt you. Forgive yourself. Forgive them. Forgive anybody who's tried to cause you pain. Perhaps that relationship where you had the broken heart was just an echo of other relationships that you've had as well that were abusive and left you like in the Ten of Swords feeling like the wounded warrior. So really the inner work is it's saying very strongly you need to do the inner work. Yeah. So this bird here, it's almost like someone who's coming out, like they're so strong in their power, they're coming out strong. And this lightning was almost like coming off the bird. So that's going to be really cool once I flesh that out. So to come into your true power, though, you have to do things like go into the Hermit. I mean, you really do. You have to be strong inside of yourself for real, not just putting on a front. It has to be for real, and that takes the inner work. I can tell you from personal experience that this is true. And what comes out of that once you do the inner work are also your talents really start shining. And like if you have any psychic abilities, those will become stronger, and you might even discover new ones. If you have any creative abilities, it just gets stronger if you do the inner work, if you nurture your inner self, your inner child, right? And then you become like a leader for others, a light for others, even if it's just your kid or your neighbor or a friend or something like that. You become like a beacon for them, a beacon of light. So let's see, what's the best route for this collective to take, please? This one. Wise leader. Just what I was saying with the hermit, you become a beacon for others. I love confirmation. Okay, that's great. So yeah, it's this, and she looks like a warrior too. It's just like she was the wounded warrior, but if she grasps her personal power here, see, there's the mountain, and look at that, and she grasps her power, then she holds the torch, a beacon for others. They can see, oh, that she did this, she made it through. And she, when I say she, it could be he, it doesn't matter. It's really gender, not gender specific, but it's just on this card. So she, holds the light, the beacon for others, and that's really, we need that in the world. We need people to look up to. We need mentors. I know I do, and I have them. All right, what else does this collective need to know, please? This one, okay. Infinite abundance. Wow, abundance is pouring into your life. Okay. So you must have been doing the work. You must have been going inward, because that's what's coming is infinite abundance, and it might be here already. And a part of really experiencing infinite abundance, I have found, is to have gratitude. Have gratitude for what you have right now. All of it. Even the hard things, even the lessons, even those who hurt you. Be grateful because you learned something, right? So, be grateful that you have legs that work. Be grateful that you have eyes that work. Be grateful that you have intelligence. Be grateful that you know how to read, or that, you have enough food, or that you have friends, or that your children are healthy, or whatever you can be grateful for. Be grateful for it, and more abundance comes in. It's pouring into your life, see? Yeah, and even though it's kind of been slow moving and stuff, it's coming in. You're coming into your power. Awesome. That's really great. Listen to that Imagine Dragon song, Thunder, I think it's called. Oops. Okay. Yeah, so let's see. One more card from this deck, please, for the collective. This one. Okay. Grounding. Go outside. It says go deep, explore your roots. So going deep means being this hermit, right? You got to go inside, go deep, 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 deep into the roots of why you do things. Why do you have these beliefs? Where do these talents come from? Why do you think about things in a certain way? Are you in a rut? Like in this card, are you paying attention to the good stuff instead of the bad stuff? And if you're not paying attention to the good stuff to bring more of it in for abundance, then where did you get it that you need to pay attention to the bad stuff? Where's your focus? What are you doing to keep yourself in a rut? If you need to go outside, go outside, be near some water or something like that. Yeah, okay. All right, I want to pull from... okay, so let's see what your challenge is. I'm going to use the Egyptian deck. What is the challenge right now for this collective? What's the challenge, please, for this collective? The challenge. What's the challenge for the collective? Six of Pentacles and one more. Challenge for... Yeah. All right. So I'm going to pull these two right now. So Six of Pentacles, that is a card about giving and receiving. It's about charity, generosity. It could mean your community, or sharing or help. Maybe you feel like you don't have any help right now. You maybe need to ask for help. Maybe you feel like you've been giving too much and not receiving back, but you need to give to yourself. So if you're not filling up your own cup and saying nice things to yourself, doing nice things for yourself, say, give yourself a salt bath or something. Maybe brush your hair in a nice way, and look into your eyes and say, I love you. You're worthy. Things like that are really good to do for yourself. So even if you feel like you're not receiving from other people around you or what you want and everything, give to yourself, and that's really where the wealth is in loving yourself, loving who you are, loving everything about you, every little thing about you, learning to do that, because that opens to abundance. And then this card here is about moving on or walking away from something, withdrawing. So the challenge is maybe abandoning certain things you don't need anymore. Also, it could be that some escapism, maybe you're utilizing alcohol or drugs or some other addiction to get away from something that might not be healthy. Um, or you might even be addicted to thinking about a certain person or thinking in a certain way that isn't working for you. So I see that as your challenge. Let me get clarification on that one. Can I get clarification on 8 of chalices, please? Yeah, so this one, the Four of Cups, is again reiterating that, which is all again about, it's again about being bored or depressed. Yeah, you're having a hard time letting go of the regret. I can see that. I can feel that. Letting go of the depression and the remorse. So don't worry, it takes time sometimes, but the more you go inward to do this work and explore your roots, the more you're going to see that you're a leader and abundance is coming into you. So can I have more clarification on the Six of Pentacles, please? Six of Pentacles for the collective's challenge. King of Challenges, King of Cups. So the King of Cups is someone who is tolerant, they're empathetic, they are a compassionate leader, they're balanced emotionally especially, they're friendly and loyal. So maybe you're finding that the people around you are not so loyal. You know, maybe you've run into problems with loyalty from others, and your challenge is finding a way to stay balanced and compassionate amidst these betrayals, perhaps. Perhaps you betrayed yourself. That's an opportunity for forgiveness. Say, yes, I messed up. I did this, but I'll do better now. I forgive myself and I'll do better. What's that Maya Angelou quote? It's like, if you know better, do better. I'm probably butchering that, but it's something along those lines. Very wise, very simple, but it's very wise. Yeah. All right, so I think I want to pull another, let's see. Let's do this. This is going to be what, since we just figured out what your challenges are, your obstacles and stuff, let's pull cards on, let's draw on this a little bit more so it'll come to me what we want to ask. So yeah, there was sort of like this cave opening at the base of this mountain. And I almost saw like this, like, I don't know if it was a river or it was like, which to me indicates fast moving emotions, everything, a river like that. That it was really high up there. I think I'm going to play that song, Thunder, by Imagine Dragons, while I finish this drawing after the reading is done. See if it gives me more information. You know, the Thunderbird is actually a symbol from the indigenous tribes in North America. So you're talking about like up near like Washington State and up through Canada. And it's an omen. It's of some sort. Like I feel like this was sort of an omen of this rise of power, because this is serious badass power here. So and then the lightning. And there's that line in that song that says, "Who do you think you are, dreaming about being a big star?" You know, it's not necessarily that you're looking for fame or anything. Some of you are, but just being accomplished and achieving the things in your life that you want to. So say you want to go into a creative realm, but you've got a lot of people poo-pooing it, right? So, because people always have opinions about something that is against the grain, or isn't your standard way of doing things, just expect it. You just got to let that stuff like kind of just wash away. Whatever people think, what they want to think, and it doesn't matter what you do or how great you are or not. There's always, I promise you, always somebody who's going to have a criticism, because it's just how people are, crabs in the basket. But this to me though indicates somehow you're really going to shine, like you're really going to come into your power, and either this kind of power is going to make you glow up, which was showing here, or it's also going to be where you're going to be like pushing out everything from your life that is keeping you blocked and is nonsense. It's like, I'm done with this nonsense. You know, I am the Thunderbird. You will hear me. You will see me. This is the way it is. Oh yeah, this, okay. So, any last words for this oracle for the collective before we wrap this up, please, Spirit? Okay. Another one, please. Collective, please. Some wise advice for us here. And then one more. Ooh, those kind of go together, don't they? Very pretty cards, though. I love these. This is, I believe, called the Divine Abundance Oracle. One more for this collective, please. All right. All right, so what I can see right here is it's talking about loss. We know you had a loss because you had a heartbreak. So whether that's like heartbreak, someone broke your heart, or you lost somebody like they died or something like that, and if that's the case, I'm very sorry. You know, this is about loss. So it says, sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. So when they say her own plan, like Great Spirit, right? So even in the most painful losses and everything, especially in the most painful losses, you can see that there is something to learn in there that's valuable. And then this card immediately goes into detachment. It says, with detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. And I can tell you that this is true, that it's just the letting go, the forgiving, the dropping it, the letting it go. Let it forgive yourself, forgive others, forgive the situation and the circumstances. Not forget, but forgive what happened. You don't have to forget. But when you detach, when you forgive, you detach that pain from what's going on, and you feel like you're whole inside. You filled yourself up then. So whether or not what you wanted happened, you know, whether or not someone broke your heart or not, you can fill yourself back up, and I know this from personal experience, and then all this abundance starts coming in. And this is telling me, okay, energetic clearing here. It says, during crises, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan during this crisis that you're experiencing. So even if it already happened, like say someone died and that happened, you're still mourning that. It's still a crisis for you, right? You're being helped by the divine to let go of the fears, let go of the attachments, like detachment. And that is making the way for you to fill up again. And you have a divine purpose to be some sort of leader, because this has come up multiple times, a beacon for others, right? Being a beacon for others, a wise leader. So you have a purpose. There's a reason why you've had to go through all of this. And now you're getting energetic clearing for this. Also, just in your own personal health care, I recommend salt baths. Those are really excellent. There's certain crystals that help you clear out, like obsidian and stuff, that help you clear out negative energies. You can listen to high vibe music like on YouTube for free. Anything that lifts your spirit, you start feeling low. One of the things that I do is I actually tone, like especially in the shower. I'll do a sample for you. I use the term hue, but you can use om, but I go hue, and then I raise it, hue, and I go higher, hue. And if you do that in the shower, it reverberates and it has the coolest sound, and you've got the water as a medium, sort of like a conduit for the energies and everything, and it just magnifies everything. So those are just like 3 examples of things you can do. Exercise is great, getting plenty of sleep, the way you speak to yourself in your mind. Clear your energy, though. You might even need to go to some Reiki practitioner or an energy worker, something like that, to clear out negative attachments. You need to do some cord cutting, whatever you need to do to get clear of this stuff that was going on, the sorrows and the loss and everything is going to be good for you, because there's a plan for you. I can see that. Anyway, I'm going to, you can rise like the Thunderbird. I'm going to go ahead and finish this and add this to the video. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. And I hope this helped you in some way. And I do wish you many blessings and happiness and good fortune. So it looks like it's coming for you. All right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.